can't hear you. We need audio, boo. Oh, I'm staticky. Am I staticky? I can't hear you, TD. Tell me if I'm staticky though. You need to I can't hear you. Okay, hello? Oh, they said I sound fine. TD? Hello?
Hello, hello, hello.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Is your name
Okay,
TD?
you can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Is your name TD?
Yes.
TD, where are you calling me
Yes.
from?
Atlanta.
ATL.
Atlanta.
How old are you?
52.
Okay, 52. What you do for a living?
I'm in HR.
You run
Human
HR?
resources. I am in
run-
HR.
You are in HR.
No, I'm in HR. Yeah, I'm an HR professional.
Okay. So TD, Atlanta, 52, HR. Do you have any kids?
This is always hard. I have 2 sons. My oldest son passed 2 years ago. He was 34, and my youngest son is 24.
I'm sorry to hear about your son that passed away.
Mhm.
I'm sorry
Thank
for
you.
that. Okay. So TD, Atlanta, 52. What's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Aries. TD, Atlanta, 52, Aries. Works at HR. Mom to 2 sons.
Yes.
Okay. What kind of man you looking for? Have you ever been married? I'm sorry.
Yes, twice. Divorced twice, married twice. I am not good in this area, just FYI.
You're not good at marriage?
I'm not good at picking men, obviously, because I've been divorced twice, and
Well, some women never been married at all. Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, I don't know. You want something until you have it, and then once you have it and understand how it works, you understand maybe I should have waited. So now,
Okay, I got you, boo. Well, let's try it. So we got TD, Atlanta, 52, Aries, works in HR, mom to 2 boys. Did your 2 boys have the same father?
No. My oldest son, I had him when I was 15. And so he had another father, and then I was married to my youngest son's father.
Okay. And then you was married to somebody else after him?
After my youngest son's father, yes.
Got you. Okay. What kind of man you looking for now?
I actually wrote this down. I'm looking for somebody looking for me. I'm so exhausted. I deleted your app twice. I've been on the apps. I just really started dating last year.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna have to give out the app profile in order for the guy to reach out to you.
Oh yeah, I signed back up.
Okay.
But I don't check it anymore. I don't, because I will say this, that several men that have connected have multiple profiles, and there are a lot of those multiple profiles. One might say they're from the United States, the other one might say they're from Nigeria, and I'm like,
let me speak upon this because that is an issue. I do want to say a lot of apps have the same issue where people use fake profiles. We're getting ready to re-release the app, and that's the number one thing. There's going to be a verification process that will lower that from happening. But here's what I will say: that is something that happens on apps. It just kind of is what it is. This is why when you match with someone, you should ask for their social media. Never send anybody money. Never send anybody your number until they are verified all the way. So I am aware of that, and the new app will have a better barrier from that happening.
Men are different these days. I don't know what to expect. They either want you to settle down right now. The men I'm running into want to get married today. They don't want to.
Well, a lot of women want that type of man.
I don't, because I know what that comes with. I've been love bombed before. I know what happens when everything is good. Everything is good in the beginning. everything, always. I don't care what it is, a new job, a new man, a new woman. It's all good in the beginning. It's when you start to live your life and every day becomes every day with this person, and then they have little idiosyncratic behaviors, and you realize that y'all aren't, as matched as you thought you were in the beginning, and then 20 years has passed by.
Okay. Let's start with the first question again. What kind of man do you desire?
Somebody looking for somebody like me. Somebody that's, I literally just told my sister this afternoon, I said, I think I'm done. I'm done. I've tried this 6 times already since 2023, and I'm exhausted. It's too much. So it's by a fluke that because you kept saying you only have 3, you're going to do this for 3 more minutes. And I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and try to see, try to see. So, I don't know, maybe this is the Lord saying, hey, this is what this is. But somebody looking for somebody like me, somebody that is secure, healed. I am very healed from what ailed me in my past. I had to do a lot of work to get healed, even before my son passed, after my second divorce, because my second husband was my best friend. And so I had to learn to self-isolate and find out how my decisions led to the demise of my relationships, because I haven't had a lot of relationships. So I had to work on me, and I had to be accountable, and so I've only, like I said, I've only recently started dating since last year.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Smokers. I cannot deal with anybody smoke cigarettes. No smokers. I'm not even going to say liars, because for me, there's no second chance once you lie to me. I just need people to understand that, if you lie to me once, that's it. And I do mean a lie, because I don't lie. I don't need to lie. I'm too old. I can't remember. I can't remember a lie. So I remember the truth. So if you lie to me once, I'm done. Um, so I don't think I need to say liars, but I need somebody that does know how to pray, somebody that believes in the Lord. I don't, if I hear one more man say he's spiritual, I'm, I'm, I'm going to probably lose it, but it is what it is. It's not for me. I want the man that is praying for me. Okay, I want him to be as tired and exhausted. And I have I have prayer jars on my breakfast nook over there. And I've had a prayer jar for my future husband ever since before my divorce was finalized, because I do believe in marriage. I'm not sure if I want to do it again, but I'm praying about that. So, and I like my singlehood. I have a lot of peace. And that is the third deal breaker. I can't do drama at all. I don't care what it is. I don't argue. I don't fight. I don't I'm just as peaceful as the day is long. So if you have any drama, if you were coming, I keep running into men that, again, if they don't, if they want to settle down right away, if they're not doing that, then they're playing games. I had a guy try to invite me into a poly relationship. Um, I've done all the things. Okay, so there are things I know about those situations that I already know what happens. I know how it evolves, so I'm not interested. So yeah, so somebody that's looking for me. Oh, the deal breakers. That's what we were talking about. He's got to learn. He's got to know how to pray. He's got to have a relationship with Christ. Not God, Hotep. No, his Jesus Christ. I need you to be a Bible believing Christian. I don't need you to be perfect, because I cuss a lot. And I'm praying about that. But I think I've earned the right to say some things, and me and the Lord have conversations consistently. So, but yeah, but he needs to have a relationship. He needs to love the Lord as much as I do, and be flawed and fallible, and just a human person. And he has to be kind. I can't deal with mean people at all. I mean, mean to anybody. I mean, if you're somebody who is mean to wait staff, because you think they're beneath you or anything, like, I can't do mean people. So I practice kindness for a living. I have to, in order to keep my mental health intact. So, but yeah, he's got to be kind.
Okay.
So if he's mean, that's a deal breaker.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
He's got to be attractive to me. I mean, I literally just having this conversation with my sister tonight that I'm now finding myself attracted to men who I've never been attracted to before, like ever. I've never dated dark-skinned men. I've always dated men very fair complected, very light skinned. Both of my ex-husbands were light-skinned men, and I've always dated tall, good-looking, no good, really good-looking men with agendas. They've all had agendas. So I'm open, but you need to be intelligent. Um, I think I've had men tell me that I was intimidating. If you're intimidated by me, then I'm not for you. Because I don't put off that kind of energy. I'm very just low key and I'm not all in everybody's face all the time. So if I intimidate you, that is a you problem. That's not a TD problem. The man who is looking for somebody like me is not at all intimidated by me. I don't my education, my job, none of that. Nothing about me is intimidating to him. Yeah, what was the question?
Did he have to look a certain way?
Oh, does he? Yeah, he's got to just be attractive to me. I mean, I don't even care. Well, and I'm 5'2". Okay, so I don't want somebody 5'2", but if he's 5'4", I could care less. Because if he's 5'4" with the tallest personality ever and he can make me laugh, I love to laugh. And I'm very flirty. I would say some things, but I know that this is public, so I won't go too knee deep into that. But I have a certain proclivity that I would like to engage in, once I'm married and we're in a committed relationship again. Yeah, he just has to be attractive to me.
Okay.
Good teeth,
Now,
good hygiene.
so do you not want to date a man that's dark skinned, or you're open?
Oh no, I don't. I don't care what he looks like. I mean, but he just has to be attractive to me.
Okay.
I mean, so whatever that looks, and he just needs to be. He needs to be smart, intelligent.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
He just can't need me for anything. I have a lifestyle of my own. Okay. So you can't be intimidated by me. I married 2 men who were intimidated. And when I started to make more money, it became a problem. As long as they felt like I was just at that level where they could control me. But when they realized that I can make enough money. So and again, this is really my second husband, but him telling himself this, that she makes enough money that she doesn't need me anymore. My ex-husband used to have this saying called he made himself necessary, which means when we first were together for about 8 years, he was the house husband. He did everything. He cooked. He taught me how to cook. He cooked, he cleaned, he, went and picked the kids up, not my son, he would take care of my son. And I worked because I made, decent money. But the minute I started making, and I hate this question, but the minute I started making 6 figures, he had a problem. And I don't know where it came from, but it was just, I think in his mind, he could make himself necessary as long as he felt like I couldn't pay anybody else to do it. I never gave him that impression, but again, people tell themselves stories. So yeah, he just can't need me for anything. He can't be intimidated by the way I live. I believe in self-care. And I stopped talking to a guy once because he made a comment about my coffee, because I used to drink Starbucks every morning, and he was like, "Oh, wow, you must be rich because you." I said, "What? I mean, I work very hard. You mean to tell me that you?" And so and I had known him for a number of years, so it was, but I didn't like that. So I'm like, yeah, this isn't for me. That's probably one of the things I need to work on.
Okay. So you don't have a money requirement, but just be okay with a man that's okay with your salary.
No, well, no, my salary shouldn't be his business. I mean, he needs to be able to take care of
a man that's okay with the lifestyle you live because of your salary.
Yes.
That's what I meant. Okay. All right. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got back from the gym. So Can you?
Okay. All right, we see you, girl. We got you, lady. So TD in Atlanta, 52, Aries, works in HR, mom's 2 sons, one has passed on. When was your last relationship? Married twice. When was your last relationship?
My second husband. We divorced. We divorced in 2020, and we stopped seeing each other a year after we divorced. So we officially stopped seeing each other in 2021. So I haven't been in a relationship since 2021. I dated, but not anything I would call a relationship. Okay. Nobody's ever stuck around.
Nobody what?
Nobody's ever, well, I've never allowed anybody to stick around. Let me put it like that.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
March.
3 flaws you have to work on.
I'm very dismissive. I don't have a lot of, I have triggers, but my tolerance level for nonsense from especially men my age is very, very small. So I don't like games. I mean, if I'm coming to you very honest and candid and I'm telling you what I want, I think a lot of men aren't used to a woman who knows what she wants and can honestly say that she sometimes doesn't know what she wants in other areas. I mean, I'm very honest, and I don't know that maybe men aren't used to that. I guess I really don't know, but I'm very dismissive. So if you are going to challenge, I had a guy challenge me when I told him I'd never really dated before, because I hadn't. I've been in a relationship since I was 12 years old. This is the first time in my adult life that I have ever been single. I have never been single since I was 12. So this is a new experience for me. Honestly, I had to learn how to be single. So I have to give people more chances, so not be so dismissive. I like to spend money, my money. Let me be very clear, very clear. I like to spend my money. So I'm not the best saver, I will say that. And it was a huge pain point between my second husband and I. But because he never worked and I made all the money, and this is a very terrible attitude to have if you're married, I didn't feel like he could say nothing to me about what I spent my money on, because you're not providing. But again,
well, that was the issue. So that was the issue, because when you said earlier, when you started making more money, I think this is a challenge because we have so many women who are doing well financially, right? So what happens when I think that most men don't mind a woman that makes more money. What they mind is feeling belittled because you make more money. And I think that if you guys were married, listen, it's your marriage, you could do as you want. But because you made the money, and like you just said right now, he couldn't tell you nothing because you made the money, but you guys were married. So granted, you were the one at this moment in time making more money. For him, he probably felt like, oh, you feel like you have the power because you make the money, but we're a unit. And that was probably the issue you guys had.
No, that wasn't the issue we had.
You just said that. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you. Okay.
It was a issue. It was not the issue. My ex-husband cheated on me from day one. We never really should have gotten married. But we were together for 8 years, and I made a decision about my life. And I said, I understood he didn't want to be married, and I let it ride for 8 years. And I said, I woke up one day and I'm like, I don't want to be somebody's forever girlfriend. So I had a very candid conversation with him to just say, hey, I know you don't want to be married, and I'm fine with that. So I am ready to let this relationship go. And in that very, very moment, he said, oh, so you want to get married? And I said, well, yeah. And this was stupid.
Wait, were you guys married? You guys were married, right?
We got married the next day.
Oh, wait, I'm confused. Okay.
So yeah, we weren't married.
Your husband you were talking about.
Huh? I'm sorry. We
weren't married. You guys were married.
Yeah, we weren't married for the first 8 years, but we got married after 8 years. We were living together for 8 years.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that was your husband. So I misunderstood.
Well, he was my ex. He's my ex-husband now. We were together for 15 years. he's my ex-husband now. We got married after 8 years, and then we divorced recently, like in 2020.
Okay. So we were talking about your flaws.
Yes. A dismissive. I can be better, just being better with money. I need somebody that's good with money. Like I'm more than willing to. The type of trust I want in a marriage is that I want to be able to give you my check, and you deal with it. I'll pay whatever bills or whatever, but I want you to do. I want you to do this.
I'm doing too much. All right, here we go.
I was like,
Hello?
oh, can you?
All right, finish telling me.
Oh, what was I saying? I lose my train of thought. Would you ask me? What were we?
The flaws. Okay, I think you gave them to us, right?
I said dismissive, being better with money, and sex.
Okay. You have some paid questions. Do you want them?
Sure.
D Green said, just curious, how did you meet your ex-husbands if you never dated? Was it an arranged marriage?
No. When I say we never dated, I mean what happens is we had an immediate connection, and then we were just in a relationship. That's not dating. I literally met my husband. He wasn't my husband then, obviously, but I met him in November. Thanksgiving was the first time I guess if you wanted to call that a date, November, Thanksgiving Day. And he moved in with me December 5th. So we just had a connection
together 2 weeks after knowing each other.
No, I didn't know. We didn't move in together. He moved in with me. So
yeah,
I had already.
You said you met him Thanksgiving Day, right?
No. I met him Thanksgiving. I met him like I had just had a breast reduction, and I had met him like November 6th. I was on leave. So I met him like November 6th, and he had, we were just kind of talking back and forth. He was doing something. He was married at the time that I didn't know. And he finally came over Thanksgiving Day. And that was kind of, I guess, if you wanted to call it a date, I guess that was the first date maybe. But he moved in 2 weeks later into my house.
Okay, so you knew him for a month before he moved in.
I don't even really think I knew him for a month. I mean, we weren't talking like every day or anything like that.
So that was on you then for allowing somebody to move in with you that you barely knew, right?
Of course. Like I said, when you're doing things in the moment, you get caught up in the moment.
Now, is this
right?
the guy
and I was young.
that you was with for 8 years?
No, we were together for about 15 years.
But this is the guy that you were with for 8 years, and then you got married.
My second husband.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay, gotcha. Marcus says, people, you can say what you want without complaining about your ex or men did. It just sounds like you're complaining the whole interview.
I don't know what he means by that. I don't ever say anything bad about my ex-husband. I will never say a negative word about him, but I do speak my truth. So, it's mine to own. So I don't know if that young man thinks that I'm complaining about my ex-husband. That can be further from the truth, because I learned a lot. I mean, my ex-husband taught me how to cook. My ex-husband helped me understand what single men are looking for. My ex-husband helped me understand men in general. That's why I'm very skeptical a lot of times of men, and I understand how they move, and I can look in a man's eyes and see if he's really with the woman or if that woman is with him. So my ex-husband taught me a lot. So I would never complain about the time we spent together, good, bad, or indifferent. It helped me be the woman I am today. And because I love me, I have to deal with whatever came, with him. So I love him for helping me be a better me. So.
Okay. Divine Photo says, what did you learn from your 2 previous marriages? You talk a lot. Do you believe you're ready to date because you seem like you've been through a lot of trauma?
What did I learn from that? I need to love myself first. I thought I loved myself. But I didn't. I thought I loved myself because I took care of myself. Like I did all the things. got my hair done, got my nails. So I thought that was loving myself, but loving yourself also means not allowing anybody to disrespect you. I was in domestic abuse relationships since I was 12 years old. My first son's father was he was 17, and I was being beaten at 12. Okay, so my experience with relationships all centered around me being validated by a man. So I had to learn what it meant to love me. What does it mean to love TD? What does she like to do? What does she like to do outside of what somebody else thinks? So that's what I've learned. I've learned how to love and to be at peace with myself and to be at peace being single. And I think that's a big problem for me. And yes, I talk a lot. Yeah, I spend my life on the phone. My entire life is talking. So it is what it is.
Okay. This will be the last one. It says, let me read it first. Jet Ski Poppy said, red hair, fingernails, dress. That is throwing serious men off. Seems like you want a conservative man, but you don't present as a conservative person based on your appearance and things you said.
Well, I like that you assumed that I wanted a conservative man. I've never dated a conservative man. I don't even know that conservative men even they don't really even approach me, because the minute I start talking or we start having a conversation and I don't sound like I'm easy to get over on, I don't know, something happens. But it is 11:29 at night. I just got out of the gym, just took a shower. So I don't know how conservative you want me to be at 11 o'clock at night, but your opinion is respected.
Okay. And there we have it. All right, TD, do you want the guy to be in Atlanta?
God, no.
No.
I don't want to be in Atlanta.
So you'll relocate?
I am looking to move. I would like to move somewhere. There's no reason for me to be here anymore. I've been here for 11 years. I don't need to be here anymore.
What about, okay, and what's the age range you want to date? You're 52.
49 to 65.
49 to 65. Okay. 49 to 65. All right, let's do it. TD, Atlanta, 52 Aries, HR, mom to 2 sons. One passed on. We are send our condolences again. She'll date 49 to 65. Okay, TD, what's your name on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I'm pulling it up right now. I think it is Writer Gal in Atlanta.
Can you spell that? Just spell it for me and I'll type it in.
Oh, WRITER. Writer, WRITER.
Okay, it came up when I put in writer. Here she is. That's a really great picture. It's writer. Just put the word writer in and she'll come right up. Writer gal in Atlanta. But if you put in writer, she'll come right up. That's a great picture.
Thank you.
Very bright. Okay, here's another one. Oh, so the red hair is your thing. That's your signature hair.
Oh, yeah. I keep red hair.
Here she is. I forgot about that. Writer girl in Atlanta. Writer girl in Atlanta. All right, boo, let's do it. Well, listen, we talked, honey. So you keep me posted how it goes.
I most certainly will. Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, bye, babe. Bye, baby. Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on your iPhone and your Android phones. Just go to your Apple Store or your Google Play Store and download it now. Kendra G Singles, the dating app.